Hello children, let us come to the chapter of geometry where we will deal about the basic shapes that are the 2D and the 3D shapes. Let us start with the 2D shapes children. The 2D shapes are a square, a triangle, a rectangle and a circle. Let us come to a square first. A square is a four-sided figure which is having all the sides equal children, and the square is having four vertex, or you can say four corners. Here you can see the picture of a square given. Now the next comes the rectangle children. A rectangle is also a four-sided figure, but in a rectangle the opposite sides are equal and it is having four sides and four corners. Here the picture children, you can see it is the picture of a rectangle given. Next we come to the shape, 2D shape, that is triangle. A triangle has three sides and three corners. When you go to the next higher class children, you will read about the many types of triangles. They are isosceles triangle where two sides are equal, a scalene triangle with all three sides unequal, and an equilateral triangle with all three sides equal. Now the next shape is a circle. A circle is a round or a rounded shaped structure which is having only a curve with no straight sides, and a circle can be divided into two semicircles, or the two semicircles can further be divided into two quarters. So a circle basically consists of two semicircles, and if it is divided into four equal parts, then each part is called a quarter. Here children, the semicircle, you can see the semicircle consists of one single curve plus one straight line. Now we see, as I said you, the circle consists of four quarter circles. Okay, and the quarter circle, each quarter circle is having two curves with two straight lines. Now coming to the 3D shapes children. What are three-dimensional figures? An object that has height, width, depth like any object in the real world, and these figures are solid or hollow, and they are called solid geometric figures. They can be a cube, a cuboid, a cylinder, a cone, a sphere, a prism and pyramid children. That is not in your course, but now we will be doing about cube, cuboid, sphere, cone and cylinder. Let us first come to a cube. Okay, you can see children what is the face in a 3D shape children. You have a face, you have an edge, you have a vertex. Okay, so the face is the flat surface of a 3D shape, then the edge is a line where the two faces meet, and a vertex or the vertices is the point where three or more faces meet, and that is also otherwise called a corner. So the basic shape from which the cuboid or the cube comes is from a square, and a cuboid will come from a rectangle children. Now let us come to a cuboid. A cuboid is having six faces which are all rectangles, and a cuboid is having six faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges, and even a cube has six faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges. Here children, a few examples like a TV, then your almirah, a duster, a mobile. These are all the pictures of a cuboid or examples of a cuboid, whereas a sugar cube, an ice cube, a dice, these are all the examples of a cube. Now let us come to cube. See, the cube also has six faces, 8 vertices and 12 edges, and six faces. The key feature of the cube is that it is having six faces with all the six faces as the square. Here children, you can see the cube that you go for setting it, then the dice, then a sugar cube. These are all the pictures or the examples of a cube. Now let us come to a cone. The key feature of a cone is made up of a circular base, a curved surface that comes to a point at the top. So a cone has got no edge and corner. Okay. Now let us come to a cylinder. A cylinder is also a three-dimensional shape with one curved surface and two equal circles as its base. So it is having two faces, one surface, no edges and no corners. Children, a toothpaste tube, then a cold drink can, then a lipstick tube. These are all the examples. A pencil, a chalk are all examples of cylinder. Now let us come to sphere. The key point of a sphere is every point on the surface of the sphere is the same distance from the center. So a sphere has only one curved surface, children, and a sphere has no face, edge, no vertex and no corner. Okay, the picture of a basketball, a coin, an apple, these are all the examples of a sphere. Though the prism is not there, children, still we can have a little idea. A prism is a polyhedron, children, which you will learn in further class, with two parallel faces called the bases, and the other faces are called the parallelograms. A parallelogram is a four-sided figure, children. The prism is named by the shape of its base. Okay, so this is all for now, children. Hope you understood the 2D and the 3D shapes, and now referring to this we can do the exercises based on these shapes. Thank you, children, and bye bye.